Hi everybody and welcome back again to Noob Airsoft. Today's review, my little baby. This is the WellPro MiniGun. Now, I've had a lot of people ask me about this in the past and they want to know fire rates, they want to know dual limits and things like that. So today I'm going to answer all your questions and show you exactly what this little baby can do. So first of all, we are going to chrono this. We're going to see exactly how many RPS it has, that's rounds per second, and exactly what dual limit it's firing at. So let's give it a shot and see how she goes. So there we have it, 33.5 RPS, 446.2 feet per second. That gives us a dual limit of 0.7 joules. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, 0.7 joules, but you're firing 36 rounds a second, and I can assure you on the other end of this thing is not a good place to be. You will know about it. I took this 2 weeks ago up to Driver's Wood and I got 1,001 comments, hence the video today, asking me where I got it from, how much it was, where can they get one. So it's just the WellPro. You can buy them on a lot of online retailers. I know Patrol Base do them, Taiwan Gun do them. There are several places out there that you can get them. I only fire 0.25s on this, just purely because 36 a second, there is no semi on it and you will go through it. But just on this little intro and that very quick chrono test, I've already gone through 400 rounds. That's no more than what, 8 seconds of firing, if that. 400 rounds gone. So how does it work? Really simple, this one. This is a fantastic little machine and it could not be easier. The newer ones are even better, but this is how this one works. So we have in here, you see this dial here, you can turn that rotary around. Oh, no, tell you what, turn the barrel. There you go. You turn the barrel and you can see there's a screw there, turn it again, there's a screw there, turn it again, there's a screw there. They are your hops. There are 5 individual hops for 5 individual barrels. Each time that barrel rotates, a new hop comes into the line, round goes into it, and then off you go. Sorry, there's just some flies around at the moment. It is a really simple design. When you look at the internals of these, it's kind of like a cam with a sharp point on it, and as it rotates and then resets and rotates and resets, that's when each round goes off. Really hard wearing. I have had no problems with this. Touch wood. I've had no problems with this so far. I've had it now for the best part of a year. I've fired well over 100,000 rounds for it. I've not even had to adjust the hop. It is absolutely brilliant. Range wise, let's have a look, shall we? I'll hopefully get this on camera. Let's put the magazine back in first of all. So as you can see over there, we've got some trees and bushes. Let's see how she goes. I mean, that's got to be a good 30 to 40 meters, no problem at all. I'm pretty sure that if I was to adjust the hops a little bit more after doing so many rounds, I'd probably get a bit more range out of it. But dialing in 5 individual hops can be a little bit troublesome. You end up with one that wants to fly off and stuff like that, and it's pointless. If you've got 5 rounds per sort of rotation, you don't want to be losing 20% of that, but one that's flying off. So I'm kind of happy as it is. They fire pretty straight. And if I need a bit more range, I just angle it up and let it fall down. You can see where they go for quite a way, being that there's so many of them. It's like a stream of white that comes flying towards you. There was a guy at Driver's Wood who was hiding on top of a bus, and I was unloading on top of that bus. Apparently I didn't hit him, But he kept his bloody head down, I can tell you that much. It was quite impressive. There's lots of people hiding in buildings and stuff like that, and they weren't coming out, or hiding behind cover that weren't coming out because they could hear that thing coming in their direction, and it is well worth it. So, price. Now, that you could probably pick up secondhand about 450, 500 quid. They're about £600 new. The magazines are about £75 each. There are some new renditions of it. So you've got one that is tripod mounted, and it has the old 2 handles and buttons that off you go. They're, I believe, about £650, £700, and the mags are a little bit more expensive, about 75 to 100. But they do hold double the amount. That holds 1,200. So you're looking at 2,400 rounds per mag. Now, that is a lot of rounds, but it doesn't last long. I have 2 mags for that, and I also carry 2 kilos with me every time I take it out. That'll last half hour if I'm lucky. It doesn't last very long. As soon as you've got somebody that you really want to get, you normally get with it, and you spend a lot of ammunition doing it. It's not the most efficient way. It's accuracy by volume, but it works. You can fire it all day long. It uses a bog standard 11.1 LiPo. The batteries are located in the back here. Pull them out. There's your battery. This is a 1300 amp hour 11.1. You can't fit anything much bigger than that in here. I really wish you could. I would love to fit double the size in there, but unfortunately you can't. I have seen a few alterations people have made to these online, and there's not many of them about, to turn it into sort of like the alien style, what was it called, not the pulse rifle, that was the other one, what was it, like the rail guns that they did. They look fantastic, they look brilliant, but the print files are expensive, and the time it would take to make is a little bit too much for me, so I wouldn't bother with it. But the machine as it is brilliant. It's really good fun. I really enjoy using it. I absolutely love it. You guys obviously like it, because every time I put a video out with this in, I get several comments and lots of likes on it. So yeah, you obviously like it as well. But it is well worth it. It's brilliant. So let's see how she goes. Just to give you an idea of what this thing is like in close quarters, let's go inside. You ready? I mean, my word. I'm getting so many ricochets coming back at me. Actually putting a hole in the cloth, blowing its way through, and that's a full mag gone. 1,200 rounds gone. Ooh. There we go. Right, so now the mag is empty, and all we got to do is reload it. It's really simple. There's a little button here at the top. Push that down, pull the mag off. Absolutely easy. So, how you get into the mag? 2 little clips here, pull those off. Out comes the whole plunger and spring. Pour your BBs into the bottle. BBs in. So you always fill them up, so just to sort of top there, don't go over, otherwise the spring doesn't compress enough and you won't get the lid back on. That goes in, and that's it. Mag's loaded. That's it, which is ready to go again for another day. They are really simple machines. Yeah, what else can you say? They're easy, they're simple, they're reliable. The only downside, and it is the only downside, and it may not even be the gun's fault, it may be the batteries, I don't know. So that's the battery that I use in it. That is the 1300 amp hour. It is the VP Airsoft battery. Now these are pretty much, I think, sort of like the standard ones that you can get up and down the country. So it's 25C, 12 watt hour. That gun, that riff, Absolutely. Get away, fly. Absolutely drinks these batteries. I will get 3, 4. If I'm taking it really easy, sometimes, yeah, a full 4 mags if I'm taking it a little bit gentle with it. If there's a lot of continuous use, it will drink this battery easily in 3 mags. And if it's really going hard on it, it's 2 mags per battery. So I always carry a spare with me. It may be the gun, it may be that the motor is just, you know, firing out ridiculous amounts of amps and it's just eating the battery up. I don't know, I haven't really tested it. I did try and change in the motor for a brushless, and immediately the whatever control board's in there just said no. It beeped, you pull the trigger, the motor turned literally a quarter of a turn, and it beeped back at you again, and it's like, no, you put the old motor back in it, it worked absolutely fine. So there is something in there that will stop it from taking a brushless motor. Not that I need any more RPS or anything, but it is, yeah, it's not something that you can tinker with too much, unfortunately. I wish you could. I'd love to see one of these running at 50 RPS and turning it into an absolute laser, but hey, it is what it is. And WellPro know more than I do, and they've decided that 36 is plenty, so I will stick with that for now. I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. I used to have a HPA, it was a Titan Gate HPA system in a Novridge SSR 15 that did 50 FPS, 50 RPS, sorry, and yeah, that thing was horrible, absolutely horrible, and nobody liked me at the end of the day when I shot them with that thing, especially if it was on full auto. And yeah, so I was like, yeah, it's a bit silly, really. More sometimes isn't better. 36 I think is plenty, especially for a support weapon, and in terms of support, my word, that thing will hold back an entire team. If you've got a funnel neck or a bottleneck, and you've got somebody one of those on the defending team and you can't get past it, yeah, that thing will stop them dead. I have held back entire teams of 30, 35, 40 people on a pathway, just because on one side there's a big slope going down, on the other side there's a big hill going up, and nobody wanted to climb down to come back up, or go up to come back down again, and they're all coming down this pathway, and they literally came across a great big wall of BBs and stopped dead. They just didn't want to go anywhere because that thing was firing at them. They are brilliant when it comes to that. It is fantastic. I love it. If you're thinking about getting one, just go get it, because you won't regret it. You really won't. They are amazing. I absolutely adore my minigun. I thought for about 5 minutes about selling it, because I didn't want to really take it out too much. It was costing a lot in BBs, and it you 20 quid a day, if not 30 quid a day on BBs just to sling them out everywhere, if not more than that sometimes. It was getting a little bit expensive, so I was like, oh no, maybe I'll get rid of it and just stick with DMRs and things like that, and just keep the cost down a little bit. But after taking it to Driver's Wood a couple of weeks ago, it got so much love out there, and people were hiding in bushes and hedges and buildings and behind boats and all sorts, and just creating havoc with it. I was like, yeah, I'm not getting rid of this thing. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So I did a little video a while ago about battery safety. Now this is the only thing that I have to really keep a close eye on. And once again, we're going on about these batteries. When people say about the battery swelling and things like that, have a look at that. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Let's see if I can come round. Where are you? Here we go. It has swollen somewhat. It is a bit of the podgy side. I can't quite, yeah, there we go. She is bowed out and she is podgy. Now, I keep a very close eye on my batteries, especially with the 11.1s that I use for this. I charge them incredibly slowly every time I recharge them, and I keep a very close eye on them while they are charging. They stay in a LiPo bag when they're charging, and they are as safe as I can keep them. I even have fans that I will run on one of these if needs be to keep it cool while recharging, just because I don't want it going up. It's not to say that they will, it's just for safety. I know how this battery has been treated, and it has been abused. Unfortunately, it's nothing I can do about it. That gun will drink this battery so quickly, it gets a little bit on the toasty side, and I can't do much about it. I lie. I probably could do something about it, but that would mean taking my finger off the trigger, and I don't want to do that. So I keep a close eye on my batteries when it's recharging, because I think that makes more sense. Probably not, but hey ho, never mind. Woo! So yeah, the battery itself is absolutely, you know, it has swollen. It's probably a good 2-3 mil thicker on each side. Apart from this way, it's fine, but that way, because the cells are going 1, 2, 3 in here, it has swollen up a little bit. So I do keep a close eye on it, and I do watch them very, very closely when recharging. It's never shown any signs of wanting to go. It doesn't get hot while recharging, doesn't do anything. It may just be me. It may be that I am charging it too slow and it's not getting the full charge. It's not getting the full sort of amps behind it because I'm charging it too slowly. I don't know, but I'm not going to find out with it being now in my house rather than in a shed and it going up. Not when I've got babies in the house and things like that. So I will keep it how we go and just say that the battery is swelling because it's been discharged, not anything else. But yes, that's it. I have no idea what we're doing next. Throw me some ideas. I haven't got a clue what video to do next. This one was just off the cuff because I thought it's a very nice day. I won't say no getting out in the woods for 10 minutes and coming to one of my favourite places, which is Exeter Activity Centre. Everybody here is lovely jubbly. I know the owner, I know the managers, I know the staff, and they've said I'm more than welcome to come up here and you know, use the site for 10 minutes when nobody else is, so I can do some videos. Yeah, give some ideas. What do you reckon? I mean, I keep toying with the idea about doing one about the airsoft community. I've broached on the subject a few times in the past about how, you know, I've made some really good friends during airsoft. I've met some absolute wombles, you know, some real John Rambos who think they're, you know, they can do everything and anything, and you know, and I've met some genuinely really lovely guys and girls, and I keep thinking about doing a video on that because I feel as if I've made some lifelong friends doing this. And don't comment on them, you lot. I know exactly what you're going to say, but shut up. But yeah, they are really good guys. So apart from Steve, yeah. But yeah, everyone's got really nice guys and everything else. So I'm thinking about doing something about that in the airsoft community, and even strangers you meet. You know, people are always willing to help, and people are always willing to sort of like, you know, you sit there and go, oh, I mean, you know, this has died or that's broken. And somebody go, oh, I know how to fix that, and they get into it, and you know, so maybe go into that a bit more. Let me know if you're interested. If you are, I shall do it. Also, I have set up a Patreon. I have done it. I thought about it for a little while to try and help fund these videos and the ammunition and even like stupid little things like the petrol. You know, if somebody gives me a $5 a month to help get me here and do what I've got to do, and it helps. You know, it is a big help for me because you know I am a carer for my son, and current government's not doing very much to, you know, help us. So yeah, I could do with a little bit of help. So I thought I'd start a Patreon, and if, you know, I get one person that helps, great. If I get 2, amazing. If I get 10, I would probably make a mess. So yeah, I will post a link in the description below, and hopefully you guys might be, 1 or 2 of you might be willing to help. So if you are, fantastic. Thank you very much if you do. And we've also looking at doing a few reviews on some new pistols coming up very, very soon. Fingers crossed. I am waiting for them to come out. I have been waiting for, well, since September, and they still aren't here. As soon as they do come out, I shall be posting and ordering immediately. That's it from me, guys. Take care. Have a great day, evening, whatever, and stay safe. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. I just did a whole segment to camera and didn't record any of it. About 5-10 minutes. Yeah. Oh, losing my babies.